I hope your algorithm is healthier than mine is, because it has to be. I'm convinced of it at this point in time, because mine is littered with the worst kind of filth. It's littered with manosphere channels and wannabe dusty ass manosphere channels where you have a whole bunch of dudes sitting around here in wife beaters and struggle hairlines with gingivitis so bad you can smell it through the screen, sitting around in their dying cars, long overdue for an oil change, sitting around and complaining and bitching to the world about how everybody's out to get them and how nobody likes them. When really, they need to take a deeper look inside. None of them have an ounce of accountability. None of them. They out here, oh, whoa, it's me. Women don't want to date me, even though they had no notable skills. They're nasty as hell. They don't know how to balance a check account. They just know how to just crash out on a regular basis. That's about the only thing they know how to do. Drink themselves to oblivion, get high on weed all day long. Really are unproductive. But yet, everybody else is the problem. Everybody hates them. Everybody is jealous of them, even though there is no reason to be jealous of them. And that actually alludes more to the point of what I was talking about in today's video, which is the epidemic that has come across my algorithm lately, which is what I'd like to call Doomtubers. These individuals are the ones who really dive into what I was just talking about as far as everybody's out to get you. There's no point of going out there and trying in the world. The world is nothing but sabotage and hate. Even though none of these people, it seems like, really have anything worth hating on. Some of these people do. Some of these people have a decent platform. And they're probably making a decent amount of money, but somehow they pivoted to a sadness cult. Because that's all this is when it comes to Doomtubers. I really don't understand this epidemic. They literally base their entire image and their entire channels on sadness and depression. What a great thing that is. How do you sell that to bitches? Like, how do you go out and be like, well, what is your YouTube channel is about? Well, I really just prey on people with their emotions, and I just prey on their insecurities and their anxiety by saying that the world is out to get them and that nothing is worth living for. And it's like, how do you sell that? Help me understand, how do you sell that to people? How do you say that proudly to your friends? How do you say that to your family that's supposedly hating on you, who won't support you? I've heard some people talking about how, oh man, if you wanted to start a business, your family won't come up with the money to help you start that business. But if you died, they would just come up with the money to bury you immediately. And it's like, oh my God, where do all the funds come through? There is some truth to that statement. But also, why don't you understand that maybe you aren't the person that they're worth, investing all their money into, just to say, hey, you start a business and do it for us. Who's to say that you're going to actually succeed for them? What's the payoff for them? If they're the ones who's like promoting and giving you all the seed money, where is the actual benefit for those individuals? Why should they just invest in you? Have you shown them any reason to invest? Or is it just because all of a sudden you woke up with a dream one day? It's like, you know what? You need to start believing in me. Y'all been hating on me. I've been having these dreams my entire life. Y'all just didn't know. You never told anybody. You had all these dreams of being either an influencer or an actor, or you wanted to be an engineer, an astronaut, and all this stuff like that. But you never told anybody that's what you wanted to do. Yeah, your family put you through the sport programs. Maybe they sent you to be a Boy Scout or something like that. And maybe that wasn't the path that you wanted to take, but yet you want to take it out on everybody else that you never voiced what you actually wanted to do growing up. Yet these people want to go ahead and build these cults of people where they prey on sadness and the fact that all these people are upset at the fact that they think everybody else has held them back in their lives. None of them ever want to take real accountability. It's always somebody else's fault. That's the common thing I notice amongst these Doomtubers. Like, damn, what is the point of living? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. We're living in not the greatest of times, but times have been worse. A lot of these people act like, man, I'll tell you what, back in the day, everything was just so great. Man, narcissists existed back in the 90s. They were here in the 80s, the 70s, the 60s, and the previous decades before that. Narcissists have existed since man has existed. They've always been here. Bad people have always been here. People with agendas have always been here. That has never changed. People have been horrible people since the beginning of time. Men have been taking the cheeks since the beginning of time, since before we were actually like real humans. Neanderthals were already, sodomizing people and taking the cheeks long before we became a civilized society where we said that is not a good thing. I'm just saying those people have always existed. Racism has always been here. Bigotry has always been here. It isn't something that has just become more prominent nowadays. It isn't. It's just that more of these people now have a chance to have their own platform. That's the only difference. That's the biggest difference. Everybody has a phone now, and anybody can upload a video up to YouTube and just become a content creator, or TikTok or Instagram or a Blue Sky or whatever other platform that you want to get on, Twitter. All of them will find a way to incentivize you to, say something if it's compelling enough. And a lot of people do it because they're just trying to increase the amount of rage bait on the internet. Like I said, it's a different type of grift. They're playing by the MTR playbook, which is brilliant, by the way, absolute genius. But I'm like, what is the end goal? How do you make 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 videos on talking about how the world is out to get you and how there's nothing worth living for? Have you not gone ahead and downed the pills yet? You're out here basically teaching everybody how to tie a noose and kick out the chair, but you haven't done it yet. Why are you still making these videos? How far down the sadness rabbit hole do you want people to go? How pathetic do you want people to look at life? Man, it's a beautiful day outside. The sun is shining. I should be out there right now. Probably should make this video outside. It'd probably be better off. But just saying, a lot of people want to act like the world is just so doom and gloom. And I get there's plenty of it to go out there and talk about. But that doesn't help towards your daily mindset towards being somewhat happy. We're not always going to be happy. The world isn't designed for us to be happy all the time. It's just not. If that was the case, people wouldn't be born in the terrible circumstances that they're already born in. I'm very fortunate. I understand that I was born in above average circumstances, or at least average. I mean, I can sit here and act like some of my circumstances weren't great. I grew up in what I guess technically would be a crowded home. You know what I'm saying? Some people act like that was the end of the world, but for me, it was just like, it's my family. They're here. I mean, some people can look at it as a detriment, and then some people can take it and be like, it is what it is. Like, I feel like those are really mentally strong people. And the thing that's messed up about some of these people who are doing this on their platforms, they got big platforms. Like, they've grown a community of people, and then all of a sudden, what, life is shit now? What happened to you in your personal life to make you start feeling this way? What happened? Because it's just like the people who swear off their races when it comes to dating and, all together. Something happened. There was a traumatic experience that caused you to go down this route, that made you change the path that you were on. That made you say, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. I hate my people. I hate them. Something put you down that route. Something did something to you that got you there. Something put people on this path to be like, you know what? Your family ain't no good. You can't trust them. Secretly, deep down, most of them want you to fail. Some of them want you to die. I'm telling you, I've heard some crazy things on some of these videos. And like I said, some of it, I understand where people are coming from, because there's not like there's zero truth in it. It's not like there's not an ounce of truth in it. It's just, I want to know what the end goal is when you start these channels. It's just like the people who start the Manosphere channels. A lot of these people are just sitting around here. They don't have anything to their name. They have bad credit. They don't have people. They have people that support them in their lives, usually because they did something. That's the thing that also kills me about these Doomtubers. They're always talking about how, like, you don't have friends that want to support you. Family don't want to support you. Most of the people that you work with, they're out to get you. Everybody's got an agenda. Everybody's got a vendetta, which I'm telling you, I get it. I understand. A lot of people just want to get internet famous. A lot of people want the clout, the glitz, and the glam, but they don't want to actually care about anybody who's walking around. That's including the people who's bitching. The Doomtubers who are always walking around here acting like, man, I'm a good person. How many people do you know who are out here saying, I'm a good guy, is actually a good guy? People who have to sit here and promote it and tell you to your face usually are the worst people. They're the biggest narcissists. They're the people who are always into them, thinking about, man, why is everybody attacking me? Why is everybody coming at me like that? When damn, you aren't that important. That's my whole thing about these crazy conspiracy theories. People who be thinking, man, somebody's out to get me. Who's out to get you? Damn, I mean, am I missing something? I must have missed something. Like, did you come out of here in a black Escalade? Because I didn't know. Who are you? Did you show up like the Men in Black? I wasn't aware. Maybe you got something going on that I don't know of. Maybe you cured cancer. Maybe you got the cure to AIDS, or you have infinite amount of money, or you got the ultimate money glitch. I mean, is that what it is? You know the way to make money that nobody else has ever heard of before? You know how to manipulate and trap every single woman's mind to the point where they will give you the coochie on command because you just snapped your fingers? David Blaine out here? Is that what you got going on? I'm curious. Really curious. But I'm telling you, like, I want to definitely make another like deeper video when it comes to this, because this Doomtuber epidemic is just all over my algorithm. It's not like I was searching these videos out, but I get curious when I see so many of it, like the same type of video, and I'll eventually click on it. It's like the people who made all the videos talking about I'm 28 and I have no friends, or I'm 38 and I've never had sex before, or I'm 45 and I've never had a relationship. I mean, these people who make these videos, I want to know what is the purpose, because what happens is most of these people make these videos, right? They don't have a platform. Might be the first, second, third video. Maybe they made videos over the span of a couple of years, didn't get any attention. Then they make this and they blow up. Then all of a sudden in their mind, they're psychologically warped to the point where they start thinking, man, maybe I can actually be a content creator. I now can get monetized because I got thousands of subscribers and I now meet the requirements to be monetized. So I might as well turn on that. Well, if I'm going to do that, now I got to come up with actual content creation. Maybe people are actually into my personality. Maybe they're into my journey. Well, no, maybe they just related to that video. Now, some people do hit the sympathy subscribe button sometimes, and that's where it leads to you growing. And it's like, well, damn, do you ever watch any other videos? They really don't, because they only resonated with the one. Maybe you don't make your videos based on stuff they really want to watch most of the time. Maybe they didn't find you really that compelling. They just gave you a sub and they're like, well, good luck. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. Now, for me, if I subscribe to you, it's because I am interested in the journey. But some people, they give you the sub and they're just like, you know, I hope that makes you feel better, because you were over here talking about how you were on the edge of the bridge and you were ready to jump down and belly flop into the water. And it's like, you know what? That wasn't going to end well. Have you seen A Walk to Remember? I'm telling you, the person who fell off of that balcony or that jump didn't go well for him. So just saying, people be coming up with all these ideas about how they're going to scare their people into I'm going to die and I'm going to kill myself and all this stuff like that, when it's like, that's nothing to play around with. A lot of people know people who have actually self-deleted out here, and it is very impactful on their lives. People don't want to watch a content creator each and every day and then watch them go down the sadness, depression arc, and then actually end their lives. Nobody wants to see that actually happen. So I'm curious as when people start these channels, like, do people need to start checking in on you? Is that what you need? Are you crying out for help? Because that's what it feels like. It feels like a lot of y'all are crying out for help, but you want to act like you're not. You want to mask it and say like the world's out to get you and that people don't care about you, but people are usually reaching out to you. If you look down in the comment section, you will see that some of those people actually care. Yeah, there's going to always be trolls. My thing is, stop getting into this content creation game if you can't handle the smoke. If you can't handle the fact that there's going to be comments out there that you do not like, then you're not built for this. You're not built for it. This isn't the life that you need to be living if that's what's going to actually bother you. Because people are going to say some crazy stuff down there in the comments. Most of the time, they're just going to click on the video and leave you a hate comment, and they didn't watch the video, and it's clear by the comment that they left. So why does that bother you? It doesn't make a lick of sense to me. I get it. Like, once you see something, it's imprinted in your brain sometimes. It's like seeing a picture of your girl getting smashed by another guy or something like that. I mean, it's like how Sneako's brain is completely fried by the fact that he cucked out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can't get that imagery of his girl getting just thrusted by another man out of his head. It's stuck there. You know what I'm saying? That trauma is never going to go away. It's the same way when people look in the comment section sometimes. It's like, oh my God, I can't unsee that. They said I was ugly. Oh my God, they said I was stupid. They said I don't know what I was talking about, and I didn't. You know, sometimes people call people out, and the fact that it's true is what hurts the most. It's when people actually call you out on your BS and you know it to be real. Now, I know this rant has gone all over the place, but it's just, it's just, I can't stand these Doomtubers. Because I wonder how many of them are actually living in the misery that they're promoting out here on the internet. Please tell me if you've seen these people, because I know you've had to see them. And like I said, it's not like you can't resonate with some of their story, because you can. Because we all can relate to people who have sabotage in our lives, people who have been fake, people who haven't been real or genuine, people who had ulterior motives, people who just wanted to use you. We've all had those, but that's not the majority of the people you've engaged with, I guarantee you. But they want to act like that's every other person who's walking around. Not everybody walking around is that self-absorbed. A lot of people aren't even that plugged in. Most of the people don't have a clue what's going on. There's a lot of people who don't even know there's war going on out there. People don't even know that AI is taking over. A lot of people don't even understand there is a actual male loneliness epidemic. There's women out here stealing salads in New York. There's a lot of things that's going on. They're that desperate to like have men's attention. They're stealing their salads. I'm going to have that in another video. Yes, it's coming. But, you know, enough of this video today. I just needed to rant and get that out, and I'll see you soon.